With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, the figure above shows a closed Gaussian surface in space of a cube of edge length 3 meter. There exists an electric field given by this, where x is in meter and the region lies in. The net charge in coulombs enclosed by the cube is equals to. So if you see, this electric field have a constant as well as a variable component. If you see, this 2x is varying and the other component is constant. So if I write down this electric field as, if you see here, this is 4i cap plus 8j cap plus 3k cap, 4i cap plus 3j cap plus 8j cap plus 3k cap plus 8j cap plus 3k cap, plus I will write down this 2x I cap. So if you see here, this component, this is constant and this is variable. So if you see here, we know that the flux because of a constant electric field is 0 through a enclosed surface. So let me write down this. Because of a constant electric field, is 0 through a enclosed surface. Why so? Because the flux entered will be equals to the flux exit. Since this is a constant, you can make a note of it, right? So if you see this constant component, because of this constant component, there will be no flux. And let's calculate the flux because of this variable component. You can also assume it as like a E1 vector and E2 vector. So this is E1 plus E2 vector. And because of this E1, there will be no flux. And let's calculate the flux because of E2. See the diagram here, right? So the variable component is along x. If you see, it is 2x I cap, right? So I cap, it will be along x direction. So if you see here, if I draw the electric field variable component, it is directed along x. If you see the three surfaces, it is directed like this, right? So if you see, the field is perpendicular for these surfaces. If you see here, it is perpendicular to the area vector for these surfaces. You can draw the area vector for these surfaces. It will be like this, right? And here it will be anti-parallel, right? So you can imagine here that the area vector is perpendicular for these four surfaces. Which four surfaces? Let me mark this. So if you see, this first surface is the upper surface. This surface is, the area vector will be along y-axis and the electric field is along x-axis, right? So if you see here, the area vector for this will be along z-axis and electric field is along x-axis. So in this way, if you see here, the area vector will be along negative y-axis. So for these four surfaces, the electric field and the area vector will be perpendicular to each other. And if you see the front face, for this front face, if you see the variable electric field E2, it is 2x I cap, and for this x is equals to 0. So if the electric field itself is 0, how the flux will be here? So only flux will be with associated with this back surface, that is behind this, right? So if you see the area, you can get the area, and if you see, the direction will be along negative x-axis. So if I write down the area of that, we already marked this surfaces. So let us say this is the fifth face and the back face is sixth face. So I will write down the area vector is 3 into 3, it is 9. And since it is directed in this direction, so it will be minus I cap. And if you see, the value of x for this face is 3. So I will write down the E2 vector, the electric field for that face, it is 2 into 3, it is 6. Now you can take the dot product, and I will write down the flux, it will be this, that is minus 56. If you see the dot, right, and here the value of x I will put minus 3. For this surface the x value is minus 3, so here it will be minus sign, so it will be plus. Now if you see here, as you got the flux, I will write down from the Gauss law, the flux associated is E dot ds for the closed surface is equals to q enclosed by epsilon naught. So E dot ds we got 54, and it is equals to q enclosed by epsilon naught. So q enclosed is simply 54 epsilon naught, and this is the answer. Now check for the option 54 epsilon naught D is the correct. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.